Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our webinar, Customer Success Stories. We are very happy to have you with us today.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. We'll start in just a moment to give everyone time to connect. To make the wait a bit more interesting, we've prepared a short interactive questionnaire with 4 quick questions.
Right after this short warm-up, we launch today's main presentation. One quick note before we begin. The core part of the webinar was pre-recorded in French and automatically translated into English using artificial intelligence. So you may notice a slight difference in our voices between this live introduction and the video. So we hope that you will enjoy the better English of the artificial intelligence.
Exactly. But the content is rich, clear, and packed with real customer use cases. So we hope you'll enjoy this session.
So if you want, we can start now with the short questionnaire. You can scan the QR code on your screen or simply click the link we've just shared in the chat. So I will just
it is in the chat, yes.
Yes. So I just opened the QR code, so you can see it, and you can go with your phone or computer on another tab in the browser to answer those 4 short questions. Where are you joining from? Do you already know Need4Viz? Which version of SAP BusinessObjects is deployed, implemented in your organization? Which BI tools are you using today? So go ahead and take a few seconds to answer the 4 questions. We will comment on the result live while everyone is connected. So it takes some seconds to arrive. I hope you can use it and enjoy it. Yeah. So the summit and the answer are arriving. So some people from Roma, Phoenix, USA, Luxembourg, Sweden, welcome to people from all over the world, from Dallas. We are from Paris, so we could answer also. We should answer Paris. Okay, so you are around 30 people, so we can wait some second to see all the answers. Nine response now. Great. Okay, I will come back to that first question, but if we go to the second one, so yeah, 91% of you around the place are knowing already Need4Viz. So you will see we have prepared a very interesting content with use cases, real customer use cases, and a great demonstration at the end of the webinar. You are all in 4.3 and 9% older. So I guess no one is already in BI 2025. As we can, yes, imagine that some of you have just SAP BI, Power BI is implemented too, Tableau software, okay, and you know Need4Viz at 90%, but you run Need4Viz at 30%. So there is some space and room for improvement that we can become altogether a partner, we hope. So just if there is some new information, no, it's globally the same. Okay. So I think that we can start the webinar, Jérôme.
Yes,
Are you ready?
Think, we are ready. So okay, let's go for the show.
So great. So you will notice the changements. Our voice now are, I hope, with a better accent. So let's start the webinar. We're starting our webinar, and you'll hear us in better English and with a nicer accent. We have utilized artificial intelligence to ensure you have a seamless experience. You will find us with our French accents for the question and answer session at the end of the webinar. Here we go. We will spend about 45 minutes together. As usual, your microphones are muted, so feel free to ask your questions in the chat. And of course, the replay will be available, and you will receive the link through email after this webinar. Before we get into client cases, let's take a quick look at N4V that extend SAP BusinessObjects capabilities past its limits. In a few words, N4V transforms Web Intelligence into a true modern data visualization platform. It has 5 complementary pillars. N4V widgets, more than 60 interactive and customizable components for creating dynamic dashboards. N4V maps, a comprehensive mapping module that is fully integrated into Web Intelligence. N4V analysis for scrollable, filterable tables and advanced pivot tables. N4V Publisher, which allows you to share your dashboards in HTML5 format outside of Web Intelligence without any additional license costs. N4V Intelligence integrates AI into SAP BusinessObjects, featuring natural language queries, smart visualizations, and predictive analytics. To summarize, if you want to use AI directly within SAP BusinessObjects, query your data in natural language, obtain intelligent and predictive visualizations, and share your responsive HTML dashboards with no extra license costs, you're in the right spot. N4V is the natural continuation of your SAP BusinessObjects investment with more interactivity, more autonomy, and a wider distribution of dashboards throughout the organization.
Today, we will explore the history of Need4Viz through client projects, from the first deployments to the latest innovations in AI. We'll start with McKesson and the creation of a management dashboard in Web Intelligence. Then we will go to the Chantiers de l'Atlantique, where N4V helped create and share interactive dashboards beyond Web Intelligence for hundreds of engineers. We will then move to the health sector with D2I, which has transformed its static PDFs into interactive dashboards. Next, we will cover retail with the release of hourly sales figures to fine-tune commercial actions on the ground. Then, the American Red Cross, which wanted to deploy a map-based and mobile view of its donations to better manage its actions. We will finish with N4V Intelligence, the last brick of the Need4Viz suite, the integration of AI into Web Intelligence to query data in natural language, automatically generate the best visualizations and predict trends. In summary, a genuine immersion in the real applications of N4V in the service of performance and simplicity. Let's go.
Starting with McKesson, the 9th largest US company. Back to 2020 during COVID, they need to track vaccine distribution in real time on a national scale. The data is massive, complex, and must be displayed fluidly and reliably. McKesson was already using BusinessObjects and Tableau software, but Tableau didn't meet the technical constraints, and Web Intelligence alone didn't offer the necessary features to create dynamic dashboards. So, they deployed the N4V extension in their BusinessObjects environment.
Exactly. What you see here on the screen is a copy of a Web Intelligence dashboard created with N4V by McKesson. In the year 2020, amidst a health crisis, the necessity is to follow the distribution of medical supplies and vaccines in real time across the whole area. Here you can see a map that is not inherently found in Web Intelligence, with states completely integrated that allow you to instantly visualize the delivery volumes and any potential delays. And just beside it, here is a graph showing hourly data that presents the alerts by state. Next to this bar graph is a drillable pie chart showing deliveries by carrier, FedEx, UPS, or other. All data can be filtered live. You see here that we can change the carrier, the factory, the delivery destination, and that everything can be updated instantly. Here, we are on a screen copy, as you have noticed, so we won't be able to show you, but trust us and ask the people from McKesson who are here. This is really what is possible to do. Without Need4Viz, Web Intelligence could not have provided this kind of interactivity or these perfectly rendered graphics that follow the company's design.
As you have just seen, the combination between Web Intelligence and the N4V suite has enabled the creation of dashboards that fulfill operational and strategic requirements. historical, and real-time data are utilized to boost McKesson's operational effectiveness. This is the added value of N4V, transforming a classic SAP Business Objects report into a true operational management tool, modern, fluid, and accessible to all professions. We are now crossing the Atlantic, on our way to France, to the Chantiers de l'Atlantique, one of the largest shipbuilding sites in the world. A dock of 400 meters long, generating over 2 billion euros in revenue. In this place, they create and assemble cruise ships, military ships, and electric substations. Their challenge is to make the study management reliable and quicker. 500 designers, 15 specialties, and over 10 million lines. Prior to N4V, multiple team members dedicated half a day weekly to manually update reports every Monday morning, with the risks of mistakes from copying and pasting in Excel. Another requirement was to refresh the charts in PowerPoint for steering committee meetings. With N4V, they now have automated, collaborative, and reliable piloting, which is directly linked to their SAP Business Objects data. This is precisely what we are offering for you to explore.
And yes, absolutely. Their first request was to integrate ship silhouettes directly into their dashboard, which SAP Web Intelligence does not allow natively. So here, you can see the silhouettes of the dashboards designed with various colored areas that allow you to see the progress. These visuals have changed how they manage studies and production. They can look at the progress made, the bottlenecks, and what remains to be done. The other components utilized here, the gauges, the graphics, the interactive charts, are all coming from the N4V suite and are not available in the standard Web Intelligence package, and especially this was done without extra licensing costs. Teams design reports in Web Intelligence, then share them as interactive HTML via N4V Publisher. Users simply connect to a URL and access the latest version of the dashboards in real time from any browser and on any type of device. As a result, a much more fluid piloting, reliable data, and quick adoption in multiple business directions. Today, these Need4Viz dashboards, as they are called, have become an internal reference, and above all, they have instilled a real culture of shared data.
It's a real success. The initial benchmark confirmed the choice of N4V, a solution directly linked to SAP Business Objects, providing interactive and customizable maps, and above all, the option for immediate HTML export for broad and seamless dissemination. The gains are real. For users, a real gain in responsiveness and autonomy. For report producers, the time spent generating indicators is now reinvested in analysis, which restores the added value of the PMO position. As a result, about 3 extra hours per week per technician resulted in an ROI of under 10 months for handling 8 cases concurrently. We are returning to the United States now with D2I Healthcare. D2I is a company that provides targeted analyses for hospital emergency departments. Their mission is to help facilities better understand their patient flows, wait times, and readmission rates, and to identify bottlenecks to enhance overall quality and efficiency. Before that, D2I emailed hundreds of static, hard-to-make, non-interactive PDF reports weekly. They were therefore looking for a more modern solution that could provide dynamic and engaging visualizations for their hospital clients. And all that without raising SAP Business Objects license costs. And that's exactly where N4V stepped in.
Here is the starting point. As you can see, a static PDF report sent every week by email. Everything is there, but it's frozen. No interactivity. No updates possible without sending a new email. With N4V, they converted this PDF into an interactive dashboard, as you can see here in Web Intelligence. At the top, you can see the filters that enable the selection of various hospitals. Next, different practitioners can be chosen from this drop-down list. And then you see the scroll bar here, indicating that we have a scrollable table at our disposal, which will therefore be a much smoother and user-friendly interactive dashboard. The latest update features interactive graphs for immediate visual analysis, displaying components and time charts illustrating the progression of each practitioner's performance over time. If a practitioner is selected in a hospital, over here, the data updates instantly in the table. And D2I took advantage of this innovation to add temporal information. So the charts will be able to be displayed on the rest of the screen to give the user more information. Everything is exported in HTML, viewable from any browser, which was a major requirement. So, thanks to N4V, we were able to add the time indicators that were missing from the report, thus enriching our original report, and they are easily taken care of thanks to this new way of sharing information.
Exactly. This is a paradigm shift. D2I has moved from a weekly PDF report sent by email to an online consultation portal, available anytime on any browser. Users can now filter, explore, and analyze data in real time without waiting for the next reporting send-out. The updated version is not only more modern and faster, but also easier to use, greatly improving the user experience. With N4V, D2I kept its Web Intelligence foundation and transformed it into a dynamic data visualization solution able to give insights within seconds. We're now shifting to a big distribution network. They had a clear requirement to centralize sales from every store in almost real time and to compare performances with last year immediately. The goal was also to quickly identify regions or sales points in difficulty so that regional managers could adjust their commercial actions without waiting until the end of the month. This was all done via a straightforward, visual, and intuitive dashboard that needs no specific training to ensure immediate adoption by field teams.
Exactly. Right here, we are going to proceed with showing you this dashboard, which has been implemented using N4V. And here we are in our publisher portal, and we will be able to visualize our dashboard on the mass retailer. You can see this drop-down list that will allow me to make the selection. Now, I select East. Data updates rapidly to maintain constant freshness. In the tile labeled East, there is a somewhat unfavorable trend, which is not as drastic as in the Central and West tiles, but it remains negative. I will be able to have a very quick visualization of the information with my tool that lets me drill down into the data. And I can still drill down, so I see that South Florida is also underperforming, and when I click on South Florida, I get all of my store performance data. Then I can quickly grasp what is going wrong. Our analysis will move forward with the selection of Mid-Atlantic. This action demonstrates the real-time updating of data and corresponding changes on the map, ensuring all graphs are also instantly updated. I am able to enter the full screen mode. In full screen mode, I will be able to display the dataset used for this graph. I can apply filters, copy and paste to bring the data into Excel. It's something that is really very practical. And I will continue my analysis by going into Ohio. And in Ohio, I will be able to see the trends for my different counties. All three show negative trends. I will continue my analysis on my dashboard to understand what happened. So I will go back to the other map now, my interactive map, which is an open street type, and there you see that I can look at the positioning of my 4 stores in the state, and I see that I have 2 in Columbus, with a positive trend for Dublin and a negative trend for Columbus. There, I was able to see all this information at a glance. Now, I will dive deeper, using my scrollable table to sort my trends, negative and positive. I will be able to apply filters on different data. There, I will take everything that is negative, and there, the positive value has been excluded, and I will even be able to see the store's location and the Google Street photo of it.
Yes, it's a true real-time dashboard. In just a few seconds, managers can identify underperforming regions or stores, zoom in on a sector, a state, or a specific point of sale, and instantly observe negative trends in relation to last year. The advantage is being able to respond the same day without having to wait until the week or month ends to act. Planning remains managed in business objects, but the automatic HTML distribution provided by N4V makes the information instantly available to the entire network on any device you choose. Result, a straightforward visual tool that needs no training, assisting field teams in making quicker, better decisions. New case with the American Red Cross that is looking to enhance its reporting by creating visually appealing dashboards from its current donation systems. The goal of this proof of concept was twofold: to facilitate analysis and decision making, and to make this information accessible to mobile staff in near real time without any additional SAP BusinessObjects licensing burden. They also wanted to integrate mapping directly into these dashboards to track territorial coverage and measure the performance of these relocated offices. In summary, it was about providing more visibility, more responsiveness, and a much more modern and operational reporting system tailored to the realities on the ground.
That's right. So once again, we are going to showcase what Jean-Bernard has just presented to you. And here, you can see the proof of concept that was created for the American Red Cross. So this is a document that we can view directly in Web Intelligence, and it will help us analyze our donations. So we will start by conducting an analysis regarding typologies and social classes, focusing on high core. And we're going to look at those who give the most, who are the men. So here again, I'm going to click. You see the fluidity with which the information displays. I see that it is the married men who are the most generous, so I am going to focus on them. And with one click, I see that married Caucasian men are the most generous, so in my next campaign, I will target them. I'm really going to focus on these types of people. Then I can filter by Northeast to get the data that matches that region of the United States. So my drill bar has been updated, and also my timeline, enabling me to analyze donations over time. So you can see that I can display everything or just a part of the data that interests me. I will even filter the donations instead of the donors, so I have the curve I want to focus on. I also see that I have really had larger donations over the past 7 months, 8 months in October, and this is due to the fact that we had Hurricane Helene that impacted and prompted the generosity of the donors from the Red Cross. Now I am interested in viewing the information from the donation centers on a Google map, and I will now focus on the Pacific area, because that is where I need to rationalize my donation centers, so I can see the locations, and depending on the size of the circles, the amount of donations, and I'm focusing on Los Angeles. I see I have quite a few centers, and what we aim for, our objective, is to decrease 1/3 of the centers of donations. So with this map, we quickly see the locations, and we will be able to choose the best donation center to reach our objective.
As we just saw, with N4V, the staff responsible for collecting donations now has unlimited access to dashboards in a responsive HTML version, which can be used on a computer, tablet, or smartphone. The interactive widgets let us filter and explore the data deeply by marital status, origin, and gender to better grasp donation dynamics. And thanks to N4V maps, they can analyze fundraising by region, by state, or by local office in an intuitive and visual way. To summarize, N4V offers a modern, accessible, and interactive solution that boosts the efficiency of donation campaigns and the responsiveness of field teams. And now it's time for N4V Intelligence, the new AI extension in SAP BusinessObjects. The objective is straightforward. It is to equip each Web Intelligence user with the tools to analyze, to simply visualize and anticipate using their own data, thanks to the AI directly integrated into SAP BusinessObjects. N4V Intelligence has 3 components: natural language query, which allows a user to ask a question in natural language and instantly receive the corresponding data dashboard; chart recommender, which suggests the best visualization to highlight your results and speed up your analyses. Lastly, predictive series, which studies trends, gives trustworthy projections, and lets you simulate various scenarios, all without needing technical skills. Thanks to N4V Intelligence, AI serves as a real co-pilot for achieving autonomy, relevance, and quickness.
And so, right here, we are presenting you with a demonstration of what Jean-Bernard has just shown you. Here is the Web Intelligence portal you already know, in 4.3. N4V Intelligence works in BI 2025 too, but most clients use BI 4.3. We are demonstrating it now to show how it works. So we skip the data source selection and move to the right panel for N4V Intelligence access. You can choose the universe and AI model. That's optional and can be hidden. Then we start the assistant. You see default questions here for the user to know what to ask N4V Intelligence about this universe. So we ask this. Give me the list of athletes who participated in the Tokyo and Paris Olympics and who won at least 1 gold medal or 2 silver medals or 3 bronze medals with a minimum of 4 medals in total. Let's go. Therefore, our application is going to take the user's specific request, gather the metadata from the universe, along with what is known as RAG, which serves to document all the pre-existing queries, and subsequently transmit all of this compiled information to the artificial intelligence system so that it can generate the final output. So there it is. We are going to create this new query, and there we go. So now we have the query that we made. We are going to see how the query was created. So I see the Tokyo or Paris Games, the silver, gold, and bronze medals, and the total medal condition. So that's perfect. And now, as we are currently engaged in a conversation, we will be able to continue conversing, and we are going to request that the system filters for all the athletes whose name ends with the letter A. Therefore, once more, we must proceed to update our current query. And right there, we are able to observe the filters, noting that one filter has been added for the athletes, and that's it. Let's have a look to confirm that we have successfully obtained what we requested. And there you have it. So we see that we have indeed received what we asked for. And so we can look at the query which has been updated once again with the new condition. And that concludes this first demonstration of N4V Intelligence and natural language query generation. Now we will explain how the chart recommender operates. So we are going to open a Web Intelligence report, the ZZ charting. So these are documents that SAP provides to illustrate examples, particularly of graphs. Now we will open the chart recommender and demonstrate how to update one Web Intelligence block with a new chart, thanks to the analysis conducted by our AI to suggest the optimal chart. So here, we selected the first one. It proposes a multi-drill. Let's click on the multi-drill. We will replace it. We can choose to add or replace, and we will apply. You see, it has been done very fast and automatically. We will continue with the second chart here. There you go. So, we will select the multi-chart. It is 100% recommended. As you can see, you just need to apply it again. So, there it is. It's a multi-chart. Therefore, we can alter the type of chart just by choosing the various representations. And now, we will use the chart recommender. We will open it in a different window. This is a wonderful innovation that enables you to manage the recommended chart and the Need4Viz panels directly on a dedicated page. So, this means you can even take this page out of your view, and it gives you even more space. So we will use the drill bar now, and there you have it, since it is also recommended. And here we are with our different elements that have been updated quite easily. And I can replace the drill bar, if I find it, with a variable pi. Just hit replace here, you will see. Thus, we can test a set of graphs very easily if I want to test a pictorial stack, for example. And there you have it. You see how easily you can integrate N4V elements. What we saw during this webinar summarizes well the diversity of N4V uses. With McKesson, we enabled interactive management of COVID vaccine deliveries directly in Web Intelligence with a graphical rendering worthy of the best solutions on the market. At the Chantiers de l'Atlantique, N4V enabled ship silhouette integration and automatic generation of HTML5 reporting accessible on all devices. At D2I Healthcare, the transition from a static PDF document to an interactive web intelligence dashboard changed the management of hospital emergencies. For a major retail player, N4V enabled near real-time distribution of performance indicators for unmatched commercial responsiveness. Together with the American Red Cross, the addition of the mapping dimension provided an immediate on-the-ground view of donation collection and local operations. And finally, with N4V Intelligence, we are taking a new step, AI in web intelligence, to query data in natural language, create relevant visualizations, and anticipate trends through prediction. In summary, N4V Web Intelligence is a genuine modern and smart data visualization platform, already embraced by significant organizations across various contexts and sectors.
You can find all these examples on our Need4Viz publisher catalog at the address displayed on the screen, and the replay of the webinar will be available very soon.
Then it's time for us to answer your questions.
How does the AI handle the data? Yes, maybe that it was not said in the demonstration, but there is no data going through the AI. So it means that we are using the universe metadata or the metadata of the source to feed the data when the user is asking his question. And we are also using what is called the RAG, which is storing existing queries to help the AI to generate the most accurate query. So no data going to the AI model, only metadata that are used to create the query. So, and for people who have already participated to a previous webinar with AI, we have done progress, and we are going to enhance the module in the next weeks and months. There will be a new demonstration with SAP in French next month, and the month after, so beginning of January, with Eric Fenolosa and Gregory Botticcio to show the progress on that part. Are there any new visualization you are working on over the N4V labs? So that's a good question. We are still working on enhancement on visualization. They are not all in the lab. As Emmanuel said, a new kind of tide that we will add soon. So to answer, at 2030s, after AI start to make excellent dashboard, what will wait for SAP industry? That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a question that is valid for all technologies. I think what will be the world in 5 years is a good question. What will be the new product? What will still exist is a good question.
Kivanch, what is for sure is that SAP will not implement AI inside the business object. They will keep the AI for the cloud softwares and proposal and suite. So we are the technological partner of SAP regarding such AI as a natural language query, and we think that it's really valuable today. AI will change a lot of things in the next 10 years for sure, but we can use it today. We can start with using it in the right way as a co-pilot of our activities right now, and it's possible in business objects thanks to Need4Viz. As you saw also when Jérôme made the demonstration of the chart recommender, you saw that you saw appearing a new panel, a new window that controls business object from outside. That pop-up window can be put it in another screen, for example, to extend the capability of your setup. So this is something which is very great, and we will add new features also using those external panels. And it's already the case with the last version, the 25.3 version that was launched end of September, with a color palette, with SVG icons. And we are preparing a new way of piloting a business object outside of business object to make the experience even smoother and like ludic, also fun experience to deal with business object, more modern, so that we hope that the new generation can jump in the business object world by finding that it's easy and fun to use business object thanks to the N4V suite. Will it be possible to use other language in AI? I can imagine.
That's all where AI takes also its sense, is that it understands every language, or almost every language. So you can ask your question in a different language, and it is able to answer correctly.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
See you soon.
And see you soon. And feel free to contact us if you have any questions, or if you want another demonstration of what you've seen today. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Have a great day. Bye.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.